Bike lanes, the most expensive parking rates in Canada, and the animosity around the redevelopment of an old golf course are the top stories from City Hall this past week. The city's road maintenance department added 10 kilometers on-street bike lanes as part of their Priority 1 snow clearing routes. That means that a majority, if not all, of the bike lanes in the city would be cleared the same time as transit routes and other busy roadways. That decision doesn't sit very well with some of the residents, saying that residential streets should be a priority over bike lanes. But officials say adding 10 kilometers of bike lanes wouldn't really affect significantly their operations. Calgary has done it again. For the nth time, the city has the dubious title of having the most expensive parking rates in Canada, second only to New York. The Calgary Parking Authority's big boss said it's about supply and demand. The lower the number of parking stalls, the higher the prices to rent them, and they are keeping it that way to encourage people to use other modes of transportation to go downtown. Council attempted to patch things up between angry Shawnee and Evergreen residents and the GeoEnergy Enterprises, a developer that wants to give an old golf course a new face. A few years ago, GeoEnergy bought the 18-hole Shawnee Slopes golf course with a plan of redeveloping it into a 1,400 multi-residential and parks complex. Property owners in the area said they were not consulted properly. That's why they didn't want council to give approval to the rezoning application. Council did give partial approval to the project but asked the developers to sit down with the residents to iron out their differences and come back in January for final approval. And here are the stories I'm following for you next week. There will be an update on the city's cycling strategy and the bike share program. Bureaucrats will talk about the roundabout policy that will affect residential streets. And also there will be a report on the proposed Northeast LRT extension. For news on City Hall, read the Calgary Sun or log on to calgarysun.com. For Sun News, I'm Renato Gandia. Happy Thanksgiving.